All right, ready from Nenu and Richard. All right, we're gonna try to do this so that Dan is happy. What's happening? Okay, let me make sure I do this right. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tell me how closely it lined up. Was it okay at all? Did it come close? I actually lined it up. I was early by 2 seconds. All right, Dan, we were trying to do right by you, my friend. You know, you pay a lot of money for this event. You expect the countdown to line up perfectly with the chat, and for there to be no delay. All right, we are underway. Nenu has a couple of Tetrises. My apologies for the confusion, guys. I'm just like very tired. I mean, it's amazing that I was able to pull this all together because qualifying ended 6 hours before the tournament began. So I'm just happy we've got a tournament with really no, with NMG, right? No major glitches. Except for the OBS crashing, which is annoying. Not my fault, and I think it's this Stream Deck. Elgato, help me out. 94,000 for Nenu, 99,000 now, 122 for Richard. Nenu Tetris is though, so about a 5,000 point differential. Nenu's back by 7 lines or so on our end. I think part of it is I've had a bunch of caffeine and like no caloric intake today. And for some reason, I think Sue is like cooking pasta sauce or something like that. And something's happening with my primate brain or my lizard brain or whatever. My lizard brain, and it wants to consume these calories. So yeah, I'm jittery. Well, it's not a lot of calories there, Valor. Oh, thanks, Zeal. I appreciate it. I mean, overall, I think the event's pretty good. But, you know, as Dan points out, the countdown isn't always exactly aligned with my voice. So, you know, we've got the speed of light to contend with. We have, you know, we have processors. We have, you know, people stream. We have one person in Indonesia and one person in the UK. And, you know, I should do a better job of making sure all of that coordinates so that my voice is exactly right and aligned with something that's happening in chat. All right, 224 for Nenu, 267 for Richard. See, I'm making Dan feel bad on purpose, and it's hilarious. All right. So a couple of clean stacks here. Nenu off pace a bit. Richard, pretty decent pace, though. On pace for, I don't know, like high 500s, mid to high 500s transition. Nenu, low 400s, so he's going to need to pick up the pace a little bit. There are no gimmies, generally speaking, when players of this caliber play against each other, so. Dan Spearton, already one of my favorites. If you know me, you know that I only kid the ones I love. .282 Nenu, 366 Richard. So very good pace now for Richard emerging. Tetris is 389. And another Tetris for Nenu, 350. Nenu setting up for another one. So pretty clean stacking from Richard so far. Very efficient. Nenu, not quite as efficient, but sometimes that's RNG. I've got about, actually pretty close piece distributions. You can't really see that on here. Once I get like super powerful PC, or, you know, professional studio setup, you know, with all these teenagers' money rolling in. Oh, line spin from Nenu. I saw it coming. I knew it was going to happen. Love it. Once I get the professional broadcasting setup with all these teenagers' money on the long bar package, you know, and we'll have something. 405 for Nenu, 513 for Richard. So looks like that prediction of the mid to high 500s transition coming true. All right, Richard taking a little safe burn here. Has a good lead and knows it, so doesn't need to get super freaky going into transition. Nice little adjustment from Richard. Oh, Nenu's in a little bit of a situation, and I don't know if Nenu's going to get out of this, and Nenu's going to hang a piece, and Richard is good. So Richard takes a heart here in this best of 5. All right, let's get it ready from both players. And I will try to line this up for Dan. So let's see, my voice was what, 2 seconds too early? Let me think about this for a second. All right. Oh, the camera battery's out? All right. Give him a second. All natural white cheddar. No annatto in that cheddar. All right, we got it ready from Nenu and ready from Richard. So here we go. All right, we're going to try to line this up. This is all for you, Dan. All right, I'm trying. Hold on. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I'm trying here. Late? I got it. All right, well, it's going to be different for different people. It's about an 8-second delay on average, so I usually have to wait. You know, I have to go like 3, 2, 1, Tetris, 1, 2, and then hit the 3. 2 to 3 seconds early. All right, well, it's different. All right, we're trying, guys. You know, I've been doing this for about, I don't know, 18 months now, 15 months, something like that. So one of these months I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it right. And you guys will all be satisfied and happy with this tournament. I know it's a huge problem. And I really want to apologize to all the customers out there who I wronged. All right, 114 for Nenu, 98,000 for Richard. I'm the vest. Vandy is the vest. Well, speedrunners usually use they'll use like this IRC thing to tell them when to start. Right? What is that called? I forget what it's called. Oh, you think I should get the air horn again? Yeah, that might make an appearance. We're gonna do some improvements to the stream once I get off my lazy ass and do it. 208 for Nenu, 172 for Richard. Richard's up 1 game to none in a best of 5 semifinal. It is the UK against Poland. Yeah, Speedruns Live is what it is. So yeah, they do this whole thing, and it's like IRC based chat thing that, you know, coordinates the starts. I'm not getting into that. You know what? Y'all can live with it. $257 Nenu, $221 for Richard. That's right. Nenu, one of the best NES Tetris players in Poland right now. And a 300 through 63 lines for Nenu, so better than 600k pace. Richard coming in at about 540. I love all these people getting triggered by Poland and Indonesia. These are inside jokes, my friends. All right, 354 Nenu, 316 Richard. Nenu's pace is slowed down a tiny bit. And kind of a tricky clear down for Nenu. Long bar now would be fabulous. And gets it, but... Alright, yeah, he's going to clear this way with a block, and great. So he is open. It is just one more long bar for Nenu. It would be good. 360 for him, 342 for Richard, so... Nenu grinding this down, and bang, Tetris for Nenu, 386. Richard clean and clear, and bang, 368. And of course, Richard from Australia, sporting the Australian flag. That's right. Richard, one of the best players, probably the best player in Australia right now. 478 Nenu, 438 for Richard. Everyone, we know that Nenu is from Indonesia, and we know that Richard is not from Australia. There is a dirty from Richard. Was that a Tetris? I don't think it was. It was either a dirty triple or a Tetris. I totally missed it. Whatever it was filthy. Richard clears away the right side, bangs down a Tetris. It was a double. Whatever it was filthy, and it was needed because his tournament, his game here hinged on that. The Hawaiian flag. 573 Nenu, 514 for Mr. Richard. Berenyi _ KFT. Transition for Richard, 133 lines, 539 score. Nenu will transition higher. Bang, Tetris for Richard. Richard trying to get to another finals. Could be against Corian, could be against Brodendamp. Will we see a rematch of Berenyi versus Corian? I mean, who can forget that semifinal? Richard against Corian. Richard was back by 200,000 points, like multiple times in that match across different games, and got the victory over Corian, the semis. So that was it was amazing. 639 for Nenu. Nenu with the Tetris, crucial, but Richard also Tetrises. So Nenu is in level 21, Richard level 22. Bang, Tetris for Richard, separated by about 60,000 points, 50,000 points roughly. Nenu set up. 757 Richard, 679 Nenu. Richard has got some hot pace right now. You know, usually you want to be around 800,000 when you get to, 200 lines to sort of be, within shouting distance of max out. And Richard well ahead of that. So hot pace from Richard. Nenu still could max out. $822 Richard. And bang, Tetris for Richard. Nenu is clean, but he had to take a triple. Trying to avoid getting a hanger-ring on the right side. So he puts pieces in the middle and gets a Tetris 765 Nenu. Nenu needs to get some pace because Richard is ahead by about 120,000 points. Now, Richard does have a little bit of a lead in lines. That could be a factor as we get right up at the kill screen. But I don't know if Nenu's going to get there, and I don't think he is. And Richard is going to get the second heart. So Richard, 2-0 up on Nenu. All the long bars came at the wrong time for Nenu. All right, I'm going to go ahead and refresh Nenu's stream. Richard with the max out. Let's see how long he can go. What can he do post-transition? All right, there's a 1.1 from Richard. What can he do after the second transition? Look at this guy go. He's got the 1.1. I mean, this is 2020 Tetris, my friends. Look at that. Pole vaulting with the long bar on the left side. So 1.123. Was that a pole vault or a line spin? It's too fast for me to even know. That was the line spin? Or is that a pole vault? Can someone clip that? Because I want to see it. Incredible. I think it was a pole vault. It was a spin. Someone's going to have to clip that. Wait, are clips really disabled? Are you serious? Oh my lord. All right, we got a ready from Nenu. We need a ready from Richard. All right, we got a ready from Richard. Let's go. Richard up 2-0 over Nenu. I'll try to make him sync up. Let me try to do this. Three, 2, 1, Tetris. Sodium, if you want to ping Vandweller in a private message, the link, I'll post it. Yeah, or Professor L, either one. It was a pole vault? All right. Oh, clips are now active. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Oh, wait, I was right and Moo was wrong? That's right, Craigasm. For once, I am right. I mean, I know, listen, I know a line spin opportunity when I see it. Okay. Yeah, if you just send it to me in PMs, I will post it. So coming up next will be Corion against Brodendamp, which should also be a very, very hype match. But this one not over by a long shot. Best of 5. Richard is up 2 games to none, but Nenu will not go down easily. Nenu with a Tetris 144. Richard's at 127. Was it unnecessary? I don't know that it was unnecessary. I think it was kind of a pole vault, right? Like he probably had, listen. Who are you gonna believe? The guy who did it, or us mortals who are just talking about it? I think it was probably necessary, or at least a good practice anyway. Yeah, the days of like easy breezy CTMs where you could just get through and no problem. It's just those days are over. So long as people continue to show up for this event, it's just going to be nuts. And it's going to keep getting worse or better, depending on your perspective. It's going to keep getting better because everything that we think is like amazing now in a year, it's going to be kind of like, oh, everybody's doing it. And then the amazing players are going to be doing more, and we're all going to be shocked, and it's going to be crazy. All right, 217 for Richard, 269 for Nenu. Nenu with a either a triple or a double into a Tetris. Trying to set up for another one. Gets a long bar to set up for it, and another long bar to cash in on it. 317 for Nenu, 240 for Richard. Nenu up by almost 80,000 points. So about 2.5 Tetrises or so. And there we go for Richard. Nice sequence there. To clear away his right side. He's ready for the Tetris, and bang, Tetris for Richard. Back by about 100,000 points now. Even in lines. But fortunes can change very quickly in this game. And this is not, this would not be the first time that Richard, if he were to come from behind, because he has proven that he can do that. So Nenu cannot rest on his laurels right now. 50,000 for him and 386 for Richard. Oh my God, he's on level 52, right, Kingsman? Yeah, Nenu playing very efficiently, getting up high there, so a little sigh of relief, but still a little higher than you'd like to be. But another Tetris for Nenu, 546. Richard, 435. Ian. How's it going, Ian? 593. Richard transitions 482. Tetris says he's at 506. Nenu, one more Tetris before transition, 617. So that is a big boy transition score. Or girl. It's 2018, everybody. All right, another Tetris for Nenu, 647. And Richard, well, in a little bit of a situation, as we say. And We'll see how Richard's able to cope. I mean, this is something that he can get out of, but he's losing pace to Nenu every line that he burns, so. And just not getting the long bar when he needs it. And it's probably going to do it. Yeah, he's going to get a hang-a-rang there, and he's going to top out at 523. And Nenu is good. And, you know, it's going to take a reverse sweep from Nenu, and you got to get one game at a time. So Nenu on his way. Let's get it ready from both players. All right, Nenu says ready. Richard says ready. Let's count it down. 2-1, Richard over Nenu here in the semifinals. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters February 2020. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I'll admit, I got a little bit lazy with the countdown. I used to like delay it so that it would match up at least, you know, at least come close. But, you know, in the last few months, I'm just like, well, I'll just hit it at the same time. Everybody knows there's a delay, so. But I'm going to try to do better by you guys. I know, you know, I've been lazy, lackluster, but I can do better, and I will do better. Oh, thank you, Janie. See, someone appreciates it. Not like Dan the Spearton. All right, 45,000 for Nenu. Richard, 32,000. I know, I gotta mow that lawn. So when CTM was later, when it was like at 4 Central, like 4 hours later than today, I did sometimes mow the lawn before CTM just to, I don't know, get a little invigorated. Oh, Nenu with a weird setup, but it's all right. Well, I guess an L would have taken it, would have been a triple there, but he's gonna have to burn this down in a different way. So let's see what he does. Yeah, he's gonna just take the triple and burn it away. 106 Nenu, 124 Richard. Richard's got the lead. They're pretty darn close in line, so it's a real lead. And now Richard cements it here with another Tetris. Nenu's gonna Tetris though. 129. All right, I promise that I will mow the lawn before next CTM. I mean, it's been winter. Not that that's a big deal in Texas, but it will, you know, it'll grow a little bit. It kind of just stops growing. I don't know. Summer, it just kind of burns it away. And then it grows a little bit in autumn, but then winter, it just kind of doesn't grow again. But now it's been mild, so. That's the state of my lawn, everybody. All right, back to Tetris. 175 for Nenu. 218 for Richard. It's only the semifinals. Let's talk about my lawn. All right, we'll make sure we have a lawn update for you every CTM, because I think we have a lot of people who are invested emotionally. The state of my lawn. 220 Nenu, 265 Richard. Richard not yet at transition, and yeah, this is some good pace from him. Very good efficiency. Classic Crabgrass Monthly. Bang, a Crabgrass for Richard. Everyone except Matt and Jeff, I think, was a tapper. Hey, Burke, what's up? I don't know what mower. It might be a Craftsman. I think we just got some mower from Sears or something, but I don't even think we have Sears anymore in Austin. I think they went away. All right, so after this match, there are only 2 matches left. So we're actually making pretty good time. We're going to go play board games after this. I think. 6 o'clock. All right, 364 for Richard, 332. Just giving you the life updates, you know? So I think you guys want to know what I'm doing, what I'm up to. What's my lawn look like? And the state of the other shrubberies and flowers and vegetation on my property. Not backgammon, more like the, you know, kind of Settlers of Catan kind of stuff. All right, Richard, interesting build here. You know, I don't know if that was intentional. He's got a higher Tetris IQ than I have, so, but it seems to have worked out. 416 Richard, 402 Nenu. Listen. This is a fun community event. A gathering of the community. So yeah, there will be some lawn updates. There'll be talk about potatoes. No, I've not yet at this house had a need to tell kids to get off my lawn. 476 Nenu, 466 for Richard. The transition is looming, right? It's cliche that we all use. Transition looms. And of course, players do not want to have an overly complicated build going into transition. Nenu cannot afford to lose this game. So he's going to be cautious here. He'll try to get the Tetris if he can. Propane and propane accessories, of course. Always on the table. Alright, so it looks like Nenu is going to be set up for one. And bang, Tetris is into the transition. And is already set up for another one. Richard's got the lead. 585 to 553. But anyone's ball game. Richard taking a triple down the right. And bang, Tetris for Richard, 617. Nenu's at 580. He's got a covered right side. Should clear this. Needs a long bar now. Or, you know, sometime. But able to take some burns, and bang, Tetris for Nenu, 612. Richard ahead by less than a Tetris. Dead even in lines. Tetris Nenu takes the lead. Ahead by 3,000 because Richard also Tetrised. Another Tetris for Richard. Richard just on another planet right now. Another Tetris. 670 Nenu, 694. All right, getting a little complicated, but Richard, all right, taking some burns, keeping it safe, but getting droughted. So he's going to have to survive this drought. And doesn't bang Tetris for Richard, 729. Nenu's at 702. They're on the Seattle Seahawks colors. Level 23. Nenu putting some gaps on his stack, trying to keep that right side open, and that's going to be it for Nenu. Held out a little bit too long. Couldn't burn away, Nenu did, so he had to pile pieces on the left. The long bar didn't come, and Richard is good. So Richard can keep playing if he wants to, because we're going to move on to Corian against Broden. Yeah, I'm going to get this right one of these years. Yeah, go to sleep, Nenu. Go to sleep. All right, let's take an updated look. Congratulations to you, Nenu, for getting to the semis. Thanks for waking up this early to be part of this. I mean, just you coming into this thing, people get so hyped about you. And one of these days, we hope to see you at the big dance. But until then, happy to have you here so you can show off what you can do in Tetris. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this set up. You guys can look at a bracket. One of the finalists has been settled. But the second one, who will it be? Corian? Allen? Don't know.